I think maybe even Dirty Jersey Rat. Dirty Jersey. Yay! I love that song.
Anthony Cumia is here. The new Duke.
How is everybody doing? I'm fully ensconced in the cuck chair here in the hotel room.
Nice. Looking good. Thanks so much for calling into the show, Anthony. Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, I was obviously sleeping. I was very late, and I apologize to that for that. But yeah, you bring up a good point, right? When I popped on, it's like, this is the guy that's constantly saying, if I see this guy, I'm going to kick his ass and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then at the slightest altercation, it's like, sue, get a lawyer. He's a multimillionaire. Get his money. He's just, again, points out another in the many hypocrisies of STUTJO.
So John, you should press charges immediately, if not sooner.
Right.
I assume that the guy did go to the cops. That's why they showed up to the club to question you, right?
It was so weird because when the cops showed up and I went outside, I'm telling them what happened. And the cops told me they got a complaint that I was assaulted. Well, after I'm explaining, and then they go, well, we got a complaint that you were assaulted. I'm like, yeah, that was, whatever. I said, no, I'm fine. So they said, all right. Well, we're all good here. I told them, I stand by them. And unfortunately, your mayor is a piece of shit. And the Snowball people should be summarily blasted. But that was it. And then I walked back inside. It was only not even 5 minutes out there.
No, I know it was quick. And the FOIA request is out. We'll see the full footage at some point of you talking to the police officers. But it's interesting that a guy like John would take the side of the man that was filming you and coming up and harassing you. If someone did it to John, how would he respond to that?
Yeah, who knows? Because he is a pussy. So he'd probably either yell at them and run away, or it would always end with him running away.
I just mean he would be the victim. You know what I mean?
Yes, he would absolutely be the victim.
It's a copyright claim or something. You can't just film me on the streets of Manhattan. This is highly illegal.
Yeah. I don't give my consent.
All right. So John says something very funny in this next clip, and I actually agree with him on what he's saying here, but I just love the way he words it.
How appropriate. By the way, who's security at fucking Ronnie's? How they let some guy just run on stage is a whole nother story. I mean, what are they doing? What are they there for? They're supposed to keep order. They're letting a pocky guy who just punched somebody out front to just walk on stage and get behind the mic.
That's our new MC.
They're letting a pocky guy. Can you believe they're going to pocky guy up on the stage? The fuck is wrong with that?
He's pretty good.
Crazy.
So we started off the show by showing you bringing John up and John doing his set. How did that? Because I wasn't in the room when you got up on stage. I've seen video of it since then. How did that come about? Did you just decide like right then and there, like, oh, I should go up there and introduce him?
Yeah, the MC had said something to that effect. Like he acknowledged that I was there. The crowd, of course, goes, and it was almost like an invitation to get up and at least just address the crowd, because the crowd was chanting and yelling and everything, and it was a lot of fun. So I just stood up and walked up to the stage, and he handed me the mic. What was I going to do? Security didn't get me because the club owner knew I was responsible for just about everyone in that place that night. And I thought, like, once I was up there and had the mic, it's like, what a great opportunity to intro the fucking star of the evening, Stuttering John.
You did a masterful job, because you literally got everyone whipped up in a frenzy, but also explained to them, like, let John do his show. We're not here to interfere with it. We want him to perform. And so that was a perfect introduction that John squandered.
Yeah, there was nothing I could have done or said up there that would have made it worse than just saying, let him do his act. Just let him show you who he is and what he does. There's nothing we could have done as a crowd that would have made it worse for him. And he proved that by going up there and wasting a sold-out show. He will never stand in front of that many people at a show again, ever. And he fucking threw it away. And like
but he
the
learned
idiot
from it,
takes
though.
the win.
By the way, I think he learned from it. He'll do better next time, though, right?
Yeah.
No, just the opposite. He thinks he killed it.
Right. He thinks he killed it. He's chalking it up as a big win. And I was embarrassed.
Yeah.
I was scared.
I have that
like
clip
all the
coming up.
shit he said. I was watching some of it, and I'm like, this guy is either an amazing actor or the most delusional jerk off I've ever seen. I tend to believe it is the latter of the two.
Yes, he is a delusional narcissist.
Yeah.
Speaking of his delusions, and I'm glad that we have Mary Beth and Lucy here who can tell us more about that.
Lucy, how you doing? That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, agreed.
Anybody who ever thought that I'm not in great shape, their mind has changed. They like. I saw the girls in the crowd, like, look good.
What girls?
Real
There's more
good.
here in this room right now than there were at the gig.
Dude, this is the level of delusion. Is the reason why we love John Mulaney. Is why he's such a great character.
Yeah.
Why the Dabbleverse exists. There's no one else that I've ever met in my life who would have a show like that and be like, and also all the girls wanted to fuck me. What?
Yeah. On top of all the other delusional shit from that night, that he won the night, he was valiant and courageous. He's got to throw this on top that all the chicks were into him, and
He's so insane. He's got a really, I showed this earlier, but he's got a really weird body
yes,
and posture. Like,
Does he?
his arms are almost to his feet when he walks. If you
Quite
like,
impressive,
Yeah,
actually.
he's such a
he's
short guy.
literally the puppet. He's
Yes.
the puppet.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's becoming a short old man. I know he's been struggling with becoming an old man. He's been crying about that lately. Well,
Yeah. I think he's going through the end of the midlife crisis here.
mhm.
Well, his appearance has degraded since the last time I saw him. Like it's kind of concerning.
Mhm.
Like his
Yeah.
hair's looking patchy. Like I don't know what's going on there. But
He just got it done
he does
too. He's all
not-
proud of his hair.
Yeah, he's a mess.
All right.
I mean,
Well, Anthony, you came out at the perfect time because this is where he's addressing you specifically, and I want to get
Love it.
your thoughts on this.
Love it.
And I read it, and he was livid. And all these are legal documents.
Yeah,
So he said that you were livid, and
I was livid.
we just
They're
played the
all
video.
legal documents. Yeah, from 10 years ago.
Right.
You could find literally hours and hours of me discussing this from 2015 up until, a couple of years ago. And even now, occasionally something will come up where I talk about it. So to think this is some kind of a gotcha moment is even more delusional, of course, coming out of Stuttering John. So it wasn't a surprise. I wasn't livid. I was laughing. Shuli had already told me that this is exactly what he was going to be doing.
Yep.
And I just thought the only thing I was thinking was how stupid he is for ruining the whole night for himself by getting up and doing this.
So the video that we watched earlier of the performance, the guy was in front of you, Anthony. So he's watching John, and then when you would respond, he'd turn the camera back. So we
Yes.
were watching you laughing the entire time
Hilarious.
and saying and triumphantly as people are chanting your name, and then you're going, do your act, and you're
Do your
telling
act.
John to do your act. So the fact that John's interpretation of that is that Anthony was livid is absurd, of course.
I
which is
felt
great.
like a parent at a child's recital, and the child forgot what they were supposed to do, and I'm yelling like, "Do the piano thing! Get on the piano!" Like that's how I
Two
felt.
steps left.
They're just
Yeah,
panicking.
yeah.
For some reason, John thinks that this is a brag.
I was reading everything that had been reported. Not anything, no improv, everything verbatim that was reported.
That's the problem. There was no
Yeah.
improv. He
No
didn't react-
laughs.
He didn't react to anything that was happening.
Nothing funny. Comedy doesn't have a place in a packed comedy club.
There was absolutely nothing funny at all.
This is exactly what his problem is on his podcast, too. He placates to the haters instead of to the fans. And
Yes.
this could have been a room that might have turned into fans. And instead, he did an entire show to you, Anthony.
Yeah, he could have, everyone is saying that this could have been a triumphant moment for him. Gets up, thanks the crowd, does his act, and, you know, he would have gotten applause on some of those famous 30-year-old shitty jokes because we're all familiar with him. It would be like Dice when he starts doing his rhymes. That shit's 30, 40 years old in some cases, and people go, yeah, hickory dickory dock. So, you know, squeegee bit, the Kardashians, 8 years of marriage, 3 good years. It would have killed in a way that there's a familiarity to it. And if he didn't take himself seriously and laughed along with people laughing at those jokes, it would have been a fucking phoenix rising from the ashes. Yep. But he took a perfectly good bird and burnt it.
Well, so 2 thoughts on this. One is when Tommy Jordan ripped the paper out of his hands, we're 10 minutes into the show. If he would have grabbed the mic and said, my dad was so cheap, this entire room would be like, how cheap was he? Like, this
exactly.
Like, let's go.
Yes, give me that.
And
do it.
there was a moment where I thought that was what was about to happen.
Right, me too.
The papers get ripped up. He goes up to the mic. He says skull. And I'm like, this is where it starts.
Here it comes.
And I can feel it in my heart and my soul. And I'm so excited. And then we get thank you, and he walks off the stage.
And he walks away, tail between legs. You know, in an alternate universe, on Friday night, the crowd carried John out as a hero on the street in front of that. In an alternate Biff Tannen type universe.
And Anthony, the Dabbleverse is over. WATP. I'm working on my resume right now. I'm not even worried about doing live podcasts. You know what I mean? Like, you could totally turn this around. Now, the other thought I was going to have is, so he could have also just done his podcast, which we all love.
Right.
And if he would have gone on and just started making fun of you for having zits on your face, and then, hey, look at Pinky with his lady helmet and shoes riding his bike around, and there's Lady K, who's a gay just do it guy. Like, that also would have gotten entertainment value.
It would have at least worked. But you know, I've said this so many times in the past couple of days. It's exactly what Shuli said. This guy guaranteed will make the worst decision out of everything. You have certain options, certain things he could have done. Whatever is the worst possible decision, that's the one he will choose. And he proved himself right again.
And Shuli's right about that, but also the laziest.
Yes.
It's always, because, listen, I'm part of the text thread with Vince the lawyer and Bob Levy, and they were coming up with roast jokes for John.
Yeah.
And he's sending John roast jokes about me and you and whoever else is going to be there, Zenhauser. And John doesn't want to have to write jokes and learn them. And
No.
He doesn't want to have to transcribe jokes. It's not he doesn't want to have to write them. It's that he wants
someone's
doesn't
giving
want to
them
have to
to
put
him.
them all in
Can
one
you print
place.
this for me?
Yeah.
It would have been better. And you look, the whole crowd, you know, the players, the stars of the Dabbleverse that he would have roasted are people that understand busting balls and roast. This is something John doesn't understand. And we would have rolled with any of the roast jokes he would have had other people write for him. I was going to say come up with. And again, could have been a win. But he chose John, you have chosen poorly.
Wow. He definitely did the laziest thing you could possibly do, but he thinks that you were embarrassed.
Pocky was flipping out, kept standing up. Yeah, I already did that. Because he was so embarrassed.
How do you get this?
His pockmarks got red from embarrassment.
That's my favorite delusion, because we just watched of you standing up triumphantly, and even after John leaves, you're leading the pussy boy chant.
Yeah,
as the whole room is yelling, pussy boy, pussy boy. And he interprets that as you're embarrassed?
Yeah, that was me being embarrassed somehow. Maybe he doesn't know what embarrassment is. He thinks it's joyfully chanting with a giant crowd of people. I don't know.
People were applauding domestic violence. They were so on your side.
John should look up many definitions of words, because I don't think he understands what embarrassment means, or winning, or courage.
Right.
He definitely doesn't understand embarrassment.
No,
he should. But he definitely owned Anthony.
Yep.
The Duke owned you, Pocky. Stuttering John owned you. Tu eres mi perra. You are my bitch. John
right there.
Edward Melendez owned you
I was
in
right
front
there.
of all your fans. And I did it and kept going. And they booed and booed and booed.
Uh-huh.
And they cheered and cheered and cheered for Anthony.
Yeah.
So I'm confused.
What is he trying to get at? Oh, God.
So he has to do these mental gymnastics, or else, like, he doesn't understand reality anymore. So does he believe this to be true, or is he just saying it hoping that other people will think it might be true?
I don't know. That's the real mystery and conundrum of Stuttering John Melendez. It's so, see, as a normal thinking person, it's so outside the realm of possibility that this actually happened.
Yeah.
And you can imagine yourself trying to spin something like this and go, oh, I could never do this because it's so obvious that I'm wrong here. Maybe that's the mental part of him, that he honestly does think he walked out of there as the triumphant hero.
Well, I was talking about this earlier when people were yelling out squeegee to him.
Oh.
Whenever there was a moment that he wasn't reading the boring report.
No one could hear it either. The crowd was yelling. He was so drunk and mumbling into the microphone that no one could even hear what he was doing. So he couldn't even do that right.
I took the audio of him doing his performance, whatever the heck, and tried to transcribe it through DaVinci Resolve. It could not understand any of the words.
No,
it could not understand because the crowd was so loud and boisterous.
So this is the crazy thing, is that this is the way John interprets people yelling squeegee at him.
But you had 175 people chanting squeegee. Is that not a win?
A win.
Dad,
See.
deadbeat dad.
Squeegee bit.
Yeah, they chanted that too.
Does John really not understand that we think that joke sucks and that's why we want him to do it? That we know it's like one of the worst jokes ever, and that's why people are chanting squeegee? He's just like, my jokes are so funny.
Yeah, but
Then I didn't have to tell any.
Everything is like that. The reason there was a sold out crowd there was because of him, not because people wanted to see him as the fuck up unfunny guy he is, but that he's wonderful and everyone came to see him. They were chanting squeegee because they love the squeegee bit. It's like fucking George Carlin bit from the 70s. It's just amazing. This is the thinking of STUTJO.
So now let's get into my second interaction with John. So the first one, I said hi to him. He turned around and walked away immediately. That was the end of that.
Right.
The second time, I'm walking back into the showroom, and I see Anthony up on stage doing a little introduction for John, and John's standing right in front of me. So I go up behind him, and I go, holy shit, John, look at Anthony's middling for you. It's like, how cool is that? Like, you're the headliner. He's middling for you. I thought you'd get a kick out of that. He ignored me, did not acknowledge my existence. Afterwards, I wasn't sure if he knew it was me or I was there. He seemed like he was in the zone.
What happened to, if I see Lady K, it's over? Like,
yeah. How many times has he told me if I run into him at Cape Coral, he's going to beat me up?
Yeah.
I'm at the comedy club that you're at. Anyway, so I didn't know that John even knew that was me or acknowledged it because he ignored me completely. This is how he remembers it.
But, while I was walking to the stage to go on, guess who kept patting me on the back? Go get him. Go get him.
Go get him.
Guess who it was? Lady K. Oh. Lady K was like such a fan of mine in person.
Yeah. So I was pumping him up. Mm-hmm. I was like, this is going to be fucking awesome. Duke, you got this. Because I was really excited for this to happen. I didn't want John to chicken out.
Right.
Fuck it up.
Fuck it up. So I'm like putting my arm around him, like, holy shit, Anthony is middling for you. This is going to be sick. I'm all excited about it. And John interpreted that very differently.
So while I was walking the stage, he's patting me on the back. Go get him. And that's fact, Jack. Lady K, you could rewrite this any way you want. I know.
Who's rewriting it?
And I'm like what Peter Strickland, believe me, I was as sober as any man can be.
Any drunk?
Well, I didn't pull the clip, but everyone saw it where John goes, people were saying I was drunk. I only had 3 beers. I had 2 beers, and then I had another beer, and then I had a 4th beer that I brought with me. It's just like, it just keeps adding as he's thinking about it.
That's
If
how
he says
sobriety
4,
works.
it's 8 at least.
Right.
Maybe 10.
But he's as sober as any man has ever been. Amazing.
I do like how you just rewrote that, though. That was very special.
Dude, he's right. I was patting him on the back. I was pumping him up. I was excited
course.
about the show.
We know why. It's like, of course, it's John with the history, the lawsuits, the this, the that. Of course, if you go get him, it's like someone going, yeah, hey, go get him. Like it's hilarious.
Yeah, go break the
doesn't
leg.
get it.
Like, what does John think I'm going to do? Get up there and start being like, this lawsuit thing is
Yeah.
really irritating
Yeah.
me, John. We gotta.
Hey, John, take it easy on me tonight, all right?
Yeah.
I'm very cordial and happy-go-lucky. I was in a good mood. We were having a good time at this show.
Everyone was there to have a good time.
Yes.
Everyone was so pumped.
Yeah.
And then it just
Had so many great conversations with people. Even Kevin Brennan doing his noisemaker and yelling about my mandolin was cracking me up. Everything was working for me that night, except for John, who sucked.
And you
Could
guys
have been Caddyshack,
spin
but he was
this-
Caddyshack 2.
That's a perfect analogy.
any way you want. But at the end of the day, you know in your heart that was fucking awesome.
Unbelievable. He's telling us we're going to spin it while he's saying that was awesome. What he did.
Yeah. If you talked about Friday night exactly like it happened, exactly like the videos show, exactly like the people felt that were there watching, you would never get to what John is saying when he describes it. There's no one in that room that saw it the way John apparently sees it. So how does he rationalize that in that walnut inside that thick skull?
So it's one thing to be like, oh, the haters want to spin this to make it seem like it wasn't amazing what I did. But then when his friends tell him, like, John, we watched it, it wasn't very good, he lashes out. So he came back on a stream later last night and starts lashing out at his buddy Clay Dabbler and even his buddy Ditka.
Like Clay Dabbler, which I took real exception to him telling me what I should have done. And he's a guy that hides behind a mask. Don't ever tell me what I should have done, Clay. You hide behind a fucking mask. You're afraid. Don't ever tell me what I should do.
I'm just pause it real quick. This is the guy who supported John, takes all of John's bullshit, was a co-host once a week for him forever. And all he had to do was say, John, you should have worked some comedy into the act, you know? Done some jokes, done some of the things that people were there to see.
Right.
And John's like, fuck you. You're a piece of shit. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So it's like, hey, maybe people have other ideas that could be right, could be wrong. You don't have to get angry at them about it.
Just as an aside, I've never seen his capital T on his head so ever present.
Oh, yeah.
No filter.
Especially in my profession. What?
This is great.
Profession.
Yeah. John knows better. Like, God forbid someone else, a civilian, come in and be like, you know what? Here's another way you could have played this, and maybe this would have worked.
Yeah.
You can't do that with John. He knows better.
John needs people around him that will never be like Clay Dabbler. Clay Dabbler, like you said, he was like John's kiss ass for the whole time. Shit talked everyone John doesn't like, and then he says one thing. That's what happens with John.
Yep.
He needs people like Ava and Keanu who will just go on his show and enable this fucking imbecile over and over and over again.
100% support, or else you're cut out completely.
Right.
Because John is so angry about this.
I know nothing about it. And you know nothing about stage performance. And the Duke has been on stage on numerous occasions.
Going back?
Since he was a young kid. Don't ever.
That doesn't count. Being in a play in first grade doesn't fucking count towards this.
It counts.
Dr. Manley told me.
Yeah.
Tell me what I should do. You're not equipped to tell me. And the same goes for Ditka. But you think about it, like all these
So drunk.
somehow comedy gurus like Ditka, I really couldn't believe. And I love him. I love Clay too.
Oh,
Yeah, so he does have to say, like, they do shit for me, so I don't want to. Like, he was just going off on Clay, but Ditka actually supplies him a bunch of stuff that he needs. So he's like, and fucking Ditka also criticized me. But hey, guys, keep getting me stuff that I need. Keep supporting me in every way. But he's pissed.
He can't
Oh,
take
yeah.
criticism from his fans, from his friends. He can't take criticism from an entire crowd full of people.
right.
But if he was really confident about the performance that he gave, and he pretended to be in the afternoon, or maybe he really was super confident that he did the best thing he could have done, then if somebody criticized you, you'd be like, okay, whatever, man.
Yeah. Look
know,
at the
right.
results.
Right. There's so many times people are critical of things that I've done that I'm like, oh, I'm actually pretty proud of that one. So it's not going to bother me. There's other things that I'm like, oh yeah, it sucks. I'm insecure about it. So the fact that he's saying this tells me he's insecure about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Right. He knows he fucked up.
I got your notes.
I think he knows he fucked up on this one.
If he had succeeded 100%, then his show on Saturday night, he would have just read it again without Cumia in the room.
Oh,
if he
wow.
thought, if
That's his
he
new
thought,
act.
If he thought that he was a success, this would be
Yep.
the new act.
The Netflix special is coming soon.
Brilliant.
Police reports.
So I love like Mark Norman and Joe List and Shane Gillis. I mean, all these comics who have been crushing it the last few years. And one thing about all of them is they always go on podcasts and tell you this.
I'll tell you right now, tonight I crushed it.
Of course he did.
And the best part is Kiana was there, and she was laughing hard, and everybody else was. And the whole place was laughing hard because I'm a really good comic.
Oh. Oh.
You sure you are? Imagine saying how good you did and how you're a really good comic, unironically.
The best part was the love of my life was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kiana was laughing.
Kiana was there laughing.
The girls, they thought I was attractive.
So we were just
People
talking
that are
about
good at things never, ever say they're good at it.
let
It's
someone
just
else do it.
Your act, whatever you're doing, if you're a scientist, your work is you're saying, look how good I am.
Right. It speaks for itself. You don't
Yeah.
need to pump yourself up. It looks bad.
Right.
So
My
we were just
kid
talking
would-
about. Go ahead.
My kid with Down syndrome, she's always, I'm so good at it. I'm so good at it. Like, that's what she does.
Yeah.
You hear that, John?
So, yeah, John and Ava get along because Ava tells John everything that he wants to hear. Like we were just talking about, Clay Dabbler was critical, so John went off on rants multiple times yesterday about Clay Dabbler. But Ava says all the right things.
He packed an audience with people to mock you,
Yep.
full of people that are your nemesis, all coming there to see their buddy Cumia, packed out the room, then proceeded to make a complete ass out of himself. Last night was a complete disaster for Anthony Cumia.
It was a complete disaster for you, Anthony, as you're pumping your fist at people chanting your name.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. How is it a disaster for me? I left feeling pretty good. As a matter of fact, we were so, disappointed and embarrassed. And I was so upset with myself. We went and all hung out together at the karaoke bar.
Yep. Dude, after the show, we all went to go find John. I heard he was at the Spotted Dog down the street having drinks. So it was me and Lucy and Zen went with us.
Raper Butt, a huge crew of people.
My buddy Darren was there. So a whole crew of us all went down to No Filter. Paul was with us for that, I believe. A whole crew of us all go down to find John drinking so I can finally talk to him. He won't talk to me.
Right. Yeah.
And we walk in, he's not there. And then I'm watching John's show yesterday, and he said that's exactly where he went. He got a martini, he had a beer. Did we just not get down there fast enough? We
We
took
ran over there. We went pretty quick. We got multiple reports that that's where he was. And so instead of going to the karaoke bar where Cumia was, we were like, no, we're going to find John. And again, it was a big crew of us. We walk in there and the bar is dead. And we got there and we were like, all right, well, we might as well have a drink.
Such a bummer. Yeah, I would have felt really bad if like we bring in a dozen people and they're like, fuck this.
Oh, they only have booze.
So that sucked. So you just heard it right there. Ava says, yeah, Anthony had a terrible night. Did not go well for him. Now, Keanu's having a tough go at this because Keanu has to like somehow sit on that fence,
Right.
And try to work both sides of it. And she really shits on their parade when she joins the show last night.
I'll say this. Cumia had the best f***ing time. He really did. And in his mind, yeah, it's like we would have been cheering you on.
Look at John and Ava.
John's
Ava who
face.
cackles at everything nonstop. I swear Ava's high as a kite. during these
Yeah,
shows.
yeah.
I was just cackling and everything. All of a sudden, you have Keanu going, Anthony's having the best time, and they both go,
Yeah.
I'll say
Yeah.
this. Cumia had the best f***ing time. He really did. And in his mind, yeah, it's like we would have been cheering you on. And then, yeah.
yeah. So Keanu actually does a thing you're not supposed to do, where she's critical of what John did and thinks it could have gone better, and explains that to him.
It could have been an opportunity. We're all going to say it could be an opportunity for you to just like stand behind your jokes and do your act, play the hits, which is what I probably would have thought, or a mixture of the two. Or you could do something like that, get up and walk away, and they'll never stop talking about it. Like it'll go on for no one. I mean, are people like getting refunds to their tickets to Hackamania? What a snooze fest that's going to be.
Yeah, what
Nothing will
Hackamania?
happen like without you, myself, I think Kumi is going, but
Kumi is going. Hackamania.com. Promo
It's
code
going to be a
WTP.
blast.
Dude, these people are so jealous they're not a part of Hackamania. It's on their mind. It has nothing to do with Hackamania.
Right.
And Keanu's just like, yeah, I mean, people are going to be talking about this thing that you did forever. And who would want to go to Hackamania? Like,
We're already issuing refunds.
you insane? Hackamania's going to be a fucking blast.
You didn't know that
Blast.
events are a zero-sum game, and
Oh,
if you have
okay.
fun at one event, then you can't have fun at another?
Yeah, I once saw the Bills win a football game. So I'm like, well, no more season tickets for me.
cares?
In fact, I don't like football
That's
anymore.
it. Yeah, Hackamania is going to be like Friday night with gambling.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
How do you not think that's great?
It's going to be so much fun. And I just love the fact that all of these people are pissed off they're not involved and a part of it.
Yeah,
And jealous. I mean, I saw Keanu on the show with her mom going, maybe we should go to Hackamania and we can wear disguises and we can go to, it's like, kind of, everyone's invited to Hackamania.
Yeah,
Just
you
buy a
don't wear
ticket.
disguise.
Yeah. Promo code WATP, save 10% and come hang out with us. We'll all be there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Anthony's doing a comedy show. I'm going to make him sit on WATP with us, which is at 9:00 at night. So you should be up by then.
I know. I went out last night a little bit, and I usually sleep in pretty late. I got my show tonight, just in case anybody's around.
And you're having a good time in New York City this weekend. You picked a good weekend to do your radio show.
Unbelievable. And then Monday at 4, which is what I got confused with your show as far as the time goes. Monday at 4 p.m., I'm doing Louis J. Gomez's show.
Sweet.
Great.
Yeah, so yeah, very, very busy this weekend. It's nice.
Is that Real Ass Podcast or you're doing Legion of Skanks?
Real ass.
Okay. Sweet. Well, it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Dude, that was such a blast Friday night hanging out
So
with you.
fun, dude. Just seeing everyone. Like, I was standing at the bar, and there's a shitload of people, and I mean, people came from everywhere. I was amazed. And then I found myself going, hey, man, thanks for coming down. Like, it's not even my fucking gig. Where's
I've been
John
saying
to
the
tell
same
these
thing to
people
everyone. I'm
thanks
like,
for coming
thanks so
down?
much for coming.
Yeah, I'm like, thank you.
Karl,
for
you were
coming down. Like,
great.
what the fuck? They're giving me books and pictures to sign and everything. And then you'd hear like a little commotion at the door. And then here's Anthony Zenhauser's coming. And it's like, whoa, holy shit. And it turned out to be so much fun seeing everybody. Everyone was cool. We're just drinking beers, doing shots with Gino was, reminiscent of the old Compound days without me having to shell out a lot of money. But it was a blast. It was so much fucking fun.
Anyway, Anthony, thank you so much for coming on today. I appreciate your insights.
Absolutely.
Any
Love it,
final thoughts on John's performance and the
Well,
subsequent?
we've discussed this a little bit over the past couple of days. I don't know if he recovers from this. I mean, people will still watch him do things, but how does he? Everyone knows he's delusional. It doesn't matter what he says. Everyone knows he's lying. He's delusional. So how does he sit there and say shit like, "Really, Pinky? How about I come over there, you know, and or Lady K, Pocky, you know, come up and fight you, you know, terms of service, whatever it is." His tough guy thing is just gone. It's not that it ever was really a thing, but now how does he spin that?
That's a great question, because like I said, I try to engage him in conversation twice. I tried to find him after the show.
There were multiple times also, so you just described your 2 actual interactions with him, but there were 2 times also that I saw him see you and then turn the other way.
Okay.
So 0 interaction whatsoever. And that's, what a fucking pussy boy.
Yeah, he made eye contact with me for a split second once from the stage. Everything else, he avoided looking at me. And then at one point, I'm looking right at him, and he turned a little bit, and for a split second, he looked at me, and all I saw was like confusion and like, I don't even want to say fear, because I'm not like, yeah, kick your ass. But there was just a fear in the moment he was in. He didn't know how to respond because he's not the tough guy he professes to be. So he didn't even want to look anyone in the eyes. It was, you know, pathetic. It's John. It's pathetic. But a pathetic without any sympathy.
Dirty, dirty Jersey. Dirty, dirty Jersey rat. Dirty Jersey rat. Dirty, dirty Jersey.
You broke my heart, Dirty Jersey. You broke my heart. Mainly by including Granny. That's my main issue.
You know what? You weren't. I know that your ass was not going to bring this up.